Reclaim live episode of the podcast. How is everybody? It was a weekend, was it not? It was a weekend. How are we doing? Y'all, hey, come on in. Welcome. It is Monday night. We made it. Okay. Welcome. All right. I see we're going live over here. I'm going live lots of different places. I see we're good on YouTube. Welcome to everybody that's at YouTube, all five of you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to everybody that's at Substack. Welcome to TikTok. Welcome to TikTok. TikTok gave me some amazing news today. I am fully in my TikTok content creation life right now. Like that's kind of my life, like figuring it out. Y'all know I started a second account. It's to learn some different stuff. I want to learn TikTok shop. I want to learn TikTok shop live. You guys know I have a podcast. The name of my podcast is the Hey It's Halicue podcast. It is the podcast for Black women of the 92%, created by a Black woman of the 92%. Okay. And who are the 92%? The 92% are Black women who are well rested. We are moisturized and we are minding our own ancestral business, especially since the horrific hello pals. Hey, how are you? Thank you for coming on and getting in and getting your daily heart me and getting the hearts going. Y'all know that's like saying hello. Thank you. You know it's like saying hello when you come in to the hostess, and I appreciate that so much. You know why? Because I'm from Southern Mississippi. So thank you so much. Y'all come on in, grab your daily heart me. It is like a beautiful Black girl multivitamin. Go ahead and get it. Welcome to Hey It's Halicue, the Rebuke and Reclaim live edition of the Hey It's Halicue podcast. Um, this is where Black women come to be in community with each other. It's where we strengthen our collective consciousness. Is that my natural hair? Yes, it is. And can I take this opportunity to say that I am 100% sacred girly? Okay, 100%. All right. 100% sacred. Do y'all know like sacred is Beyonce's hair care line? I decided as a thought leader and a content creator for Black women of the 92%, back at the end of 2024. It was really, I'm trying to think when I first got Beyonce's line. When was it? I forget when she launched it. I immediately bought it. I immediately bought all of the products. I am a dancer. My hair, when I exercise and when I dance like 4 to 5 days a week, my hair gets absolutely soaked. And it was also at the beginning of the 92% movement when I really got into taking really good care of my hair. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to read every package. I'm going to read every bit of the instructions that Beyonce and Mama Tina have set out in the sacred hair care line. And I started using it exclusively. Um, I just blew my hair out to get ready for highlights for this summer. And y'all, Sacred commented on my post. I was so happy. So shout out to Sacred. I absolutely love their brand. I love that I exclusively, and thank you all so much for going up there and getting your daily heart maze and getting the hearts going. They make me feel so good. They let TikTok know and all of the algorithms know that we are having a great conversation. So y'all, please let me see your comments and your questions. I would love for everybody to let me know where they're coming in from tonight. Now, last week, hello, thank you. So, yeah, I know. Is that not the best? Is it not the best? And it's also really cool that it's happening since I started like the second channel. So, y'all know me, and most of you all know me that are going to be in here. Y'all know me from my original account at Halicue. It is the home for me being a thought leader and a content creator for Black women in the 90% here on TikTok, but I'm a podcaster. And because of my amazing community here on TikTok, I started a podcast, especially when we're going through all that. Is TikTok gonna make it or not? And so, when I first went viral, I think that was like right after the 2024 election, which was a very big moment for Black women at the 92%. That's when I like to say our collective consciousness as Black women, when that got activated, that's exactly when that happened. So that was a super important time. And so since then, I've become a content creator. Y'all have turned me into a thought leader and a content creator for Black women of the 92%. And that makes sense. I mean, I am a Black woman from Southern Mississippi. I am the oldest daughter of the oldest daughter. I'm the oldest of six sisters, including my little cousin Tracy, that was raised with us. I have two daughters. Black women are my life. Black women and girls are my life. So thank you for that. But since then, I've been on a content creation journey. I am 52 years old. I'm kind of new to the idea of content creation in general, other than what I had to do for my business. And that reminds me, let me set the clock because I'm trying to be more accountable with my time. But I do want to enjoy a nice long night with y'all here on live tonight as we get ready to rebuke and reclaim. This is how we start the week. It's very important that Black women are the 92% that we start the week rejuvenated, refreshed, ready to prioritize ourselves, ready to prioritize our creative selves, our entrepreneurial selves, our academic selves, our intellectual selves, our physical selves, right? Like literally, your girl needed to go work out today. And sometimes it's hard for me to get started because I'm 52. So I'm in the middle of the peri menopause, like for real. And so sometimes, is ready as I am to get out there and stay, fit and fabulous. Sometimes it's hard to get out there. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? Girl, just go to the club and take a class. Let somebody else be in charge. Black women are in charge of enough. I'm gonna let somebody else be in charge of getting me through 50 minutes. Get me through 50 minutes of taking care of myself. So that's how we as Black women are the 92%. That's how we want to start the week. That's how we should start the week. So what I like to do is to do something called rebuke and reclaim. We'll either do it in the morning or the afternoon or the evening. Y'all tell me what y'all want the most, but the evening might be cool because we've already gotten the week started and we're already like, I'm not going into this week with that BS. I am not going in like with that. So that's where we rebuke certain things that took up way too much of our time and interest and energy, and we get ready to reclaim something else in exchange. So I hope y'all are ready with me. Please, thank you for liking the live. Share out the live. Let people know that the live is going on, especially if you know another Black woman. I know there's a Black woman that carries way too much. I know there's a Black woman that during the 2024 election showed up. Oh, thank you so much, pals. Thank you. Oh my gosh, pals. Thank you. Pals, it's awesome people like you and supporters like you, because Black women, we're not in this alone, right? We love our accomplices. And y'all, thank you for coming in and getting your heartbeats, and thank you for sharing out the live. Y'all, if we get to 5,000 likes, I would be very happy. That would be really wonderful to let people know how the conversation's going and that it's a lively conversation. Thank you all so much. And please say hello to each other. If y'all know each other, what's going on? Denise getting the number 2 gifter badge. Thank you so much. On it. Pal says, on it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Black women are the 92%, and definitely our supporters. We know how to get to the work, don't we? That's why one of the things we rebuke is this idea that we're not still with a mind towards liberation, that we're not still with a mind towards um, equality and justice for all. We still are. Of course, we're going to vote. Of course, we're going to be involved in, in organizing and having a voice politically. Why? Because we are political minded. In many ways, that's what the 92% movement actually is. And what does that mean? Y'all know the 92% means something. Y'all know me and my favorite chart. I'm gonna keep this chart. Y'all know I traveled with this chart when I was in Europe for darn near a month. Whenever people would ask me, so what the heck is going on with America? I can be like, first of all, I'm a Black woman. In other countries, they try to call us different things. They be really wanting to say we're mixed race, and I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm a Black woman, 4 Black grandparents, like 2 Black parents. My girls are Black biracials, but no, 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 no. And I always, before I get going with any conversation, I'm like, 92% means something, right there, right there. Black women. This is demographics, voting demographics by race of the last election. I pull this out every single time so y'all know. And where's the long blue line? Right there. That's Black women right there. 90%. That's us. That's an A. That's us. Okay. We always are the smartest girl in the room. That's statistically proven. We're one of the most educated demographics in the country. That's the truth. So that is who we are. Liberal meme walkers. I'm not sure what that says, but I'm going to scroll right on past it. I'm going to scroll right on past it. That is who we are. Black women as a group, no one more than Black women as a group showed up to do what was right and in full force for democracy, for equality. Hey, Digi Millie, how are you? Thank you for coming on in, and thank you all for getting your daily heartbeats. Thank you. No one did more than us. And one of the reasons that I create the podcast, and the name of the podcast is the Hey, It's Halicue podcast. It is the podcast for Black women of the 92% by a Black woman of the 92%, and it is a love letter. The goal is the same goal, and the reason that I'm here with us tonight to keep us entertained, to keep us informed, to make sure that I pass along as many insights as I can onto this. Also, I'm kind of a political creature, and to help us chart a new way forward, especially politically. But the way, and y'all, thank you so much, pals. Thank you, Gigi. Oh, thank you for making this a popular live. Thank you all for sharing it out. Thank you again for the energy. Thank you for saying hello to each other and engaging. One of the most valuable and amazing, and it's invaluable in a way that can't be touched, is Black women as a collective consciousness, making decisions together, almost reading each other's minds, working in concerts without having to say a word, supporting each other. Like, yeah, we still not shopping at Target, not doing that. We're still not getting baited. We're still not participating in the energy vampirism that I believe is racism. And so, with that being said, and thank you for sharing out the live. Oh, you're very wrong. You're very wrong. Meme walkers. Super wrong. But stay. You might get educated. Lucky you. Seriously, stay. You might get educated tonight. Seriously. You really might. And people like you. Oh, that was fun. Oh, I got to get rid of my first like little thing that lives under a bridge. So welcome to Rebuke and Reclaim Monday. This is our sacred. Do you see how I use that troll being on right there? It was like a spray. It's so awesome. And I'm learning how to push all the buttons and press everything. I'm having so much fun. You all welcome in. This is Rebuke and Reclaim Monday, our sacred sanctified space to cleanse from last week's drama and to step boldly into this new one with a little joy, a little power, and as I had to just deal with right there, just a little bit of petty. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome tonight. All right, so first of all, let's check in. Did y'all I know, spritz, like a little oh, Lost in Translation podcast. How are you? You know what? I need to write down your podcast again because I wanna show love to as many podcasters as I possibly can. Let me remind this. So y'all know I actually do get out the pencils and the papers. Y'all know I like that. I like to take notes. I'm an old school, like Gen X. Let me remember it. Lost in translation. Like the movie. Translation podcast. Oh, also at my new account, y'all, at Halicue B-side, that's where I'm going to be dropping my information on content creation, which means podcasting. I've been threatening for a long time, but I was advised to get the second like channel up. So it's Halicue B-sides. Y'all come follow me over there. Like that's where I'll be doing that. Well, it's where I'm learning and like where I'm practicing. So I'm trying to learn TikTok shop live. Like I'm trying to learn how to be a better live creator. I want to share. I've had a lot of success on TikTok as a content creator, and more is to come. And I just want to share that in real time, especially with other people, other Black women, especially other Black women like me of like my age and experience. So please come follow me over there. Oh, and y'all, thank you for following me. Thank you, and thank you for the hearts again. I appreciate it so much. It alerts the algorithm to what we're talking about. We're talking about Black women of the 92%. We're talking about a new strategy forward. And on today's broadcast, today's episode of the podcast live, we are talking about what we're rebuking. And one of the first things, no, but you know what I want to do first? Okay. I said I was gonna do this because it was so much fun. Y'all, did y'all have a good Mother's Day weekend? Like Mother's Day weekend for me is very, very difficult emotionally. Like, it's very difficult. Not everybody has amazing memories of like Mother's Day. And that's interesting for somebody like me. And this is just a little Mississippi memory for y'all. Y'all know I grew up in a very matrilineal household. Like, my mom and my grandma like ran the show. And it was like a Southern Black household, but run by women, and they were a bunch of strivers and like well educated. So it was like real strict around there. And I'm the oldest daughter. And again, not only am I the oldest daughter, I'm the oldest daughter of the oldest daughter. So it wasn't Mother's Day was difficult for me. And then when I became a mom, some of us become moms before we're like all the way healed. some of us become moms before we're all the way healed, like all the way over. I mean, I'll be honest, I wasn't healed all the way over until my 40s. And I'm not even gonna lie, it was getting close to like my mid 40s. So sometimes our parenting journeys before thank you so much. I just followed the other account. Hopefully it doesn't have dupe chat. Haha. I know. Okay. It won't. I hope not. Thank you so much. But that's where I'm learning and I'm sharing everything I'm learning as I go. Cause y'all, in the past week, again, it's Sacred commented on one of my posts, which is my dream. I mean, it's an amazing hair care brand run by a Black woman, and like I love my hair. My hair is the way we take care of ourselves. Like my dream brand, like commented, like, "Are you kidding me? If Sacred like sponsored my podcast, like and that's another reason I'm learning TikTok Shop. Thank you guys, thank you so much. It's another reason I'm learning TikTok Shop because I think there should be alternative ways to support your artistic work, and I think there are different ways to to have a podcast supported. So I'm trying different things. So thank you all for coming over there. I appreciate it so much. Everything I do over there is with the purpose of making sure that I know how to find and I know how to highlight and share products that I think are worth Black women of the 92% time. And that's a high freaking bar. That's like a really high bar. I'm not recommending nothing to Black. I'm not recommending nothing to Black women that like I really don't believe in. And if I do believe in it, and I think our brands are aligned, like I know how to talk about. So that is the reason for, or that's the reason for the second account. So thank you all for following me over there. And that's where we'll be talking about podcasting. That's where we'll be talking about content creation. And I will share everything I can with you because it's been some good news. Your girl has representation now. Um, Sacred just got in the comments, and oh, I was just accepted into the TikTok creator community program. I was in like an application process is to kind of be a part of official like Black TikTok. So I don't know. Like I just, that's so I need to practice and I need to learn because y'all know I'm a nerd and y'all know that I love astrology and my Venus is in Gemini, which means I can't do number 52 in the fan club. Okay, thank you, Daily Sunshine. Sunshine, I love your name. Do you know why? Because it's first of all, it's a part of one of my favorite lines in one of the most seminal Black movies ever, Harlem Nights, right? Starring Eddie Murphy and Fox is his last name. Why am I forgetting? Not Fred Sanford. What was the actor's? I'm 52, y'all. What's the name of the actor that played Fred Sanford? Anyway, they say a line about a very beautiful girl that works in one of their businesses, like in the movie, and they say that if you took it and you threw it up in the air, it would turn to sunshine. So there's that. And one of my best friends told me that I'm a human ray of sunshine and that I make her happy just by like being in the room. She's kind of a moody Scorpio. Anyway, oh, so I love that. So I love your name. Those are all the reasons. I love Layla Roshan. Yes. Oh my God. Layla was bad. Layla was bad, boy. She was beautiful, shaped like a figure eight, like just pretty for no reason, like no reason. So that's the reason for the new channel. Thank you all for following me over there. Thank you all for listening to the podcast. Thank you. The name of the podcast is the Hey, It's Halicue podcast. It is every place you like to listen to podcasts. Um, it is on the tube that is you. The podcast lives on Substack. I love when y'all come to follow me over on Substack. We're building a beautiful community over on Substack, and of course Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And again, if you like listening to my face, there's a video version of the podcast on the tube. That is you as well. So I wanted to check in, y'all, because this Mother's Day weekend was amazing. And again, like I don't have a lot of amazing memories with like Mother's Day. I always kind of felt as though I was like really letting down my mom and my grandmother on Mother's Day. Sometimes I would feel like there was no way to like meet their expectation. Also, Mother's Day was a lot of work. Like you were basically working like your fingers to the bone for every mother of the church, like all Mother's Day. So like it was stressful, right? And as the oldest daughter, 9 times out of 10, you were in charge of cooking, but the other mothers wouldn't really let you cook. So they were just telling you how you were doing it wrong the whole time. She was so sweet too. So Mother's Day for me is tough, but this weekend was so nice, y'all. We went to the LL Cool J concert. like one of the original crushes, LL Cool J. Y'all make still go to my stories. I put up as much stuff as I could from like my stories. And y'all, it wasn't like a typical concert venue. Like I live in the Bay Area. I live in a little a county called Marin County. It's like right across the Golden Gate Bridge from San Francisco. Really beautiful county, like a little suburb. Really, really, really pretty. Um, but the concert was like 30 minutes like past Sacramento, which I actually like. I like Sacramento a lot. The only reason I know Sacramento so well is because our daughters were athletes, still are athletes. And that's where like all the big track meets and stuff like really were. And I love track meets because they were the blackest of all the sporting events. And where I live is a very homogenous like area. So I love being a track meet mom. My husband was a D1 runner. We met in college. And so like it makes sense that my kids would be athletic. So it was like way past Sacramento. And we stayed in this beautiful hotel in Sacramento. It's called the Citizen. It's like one of the Bonvoy Marriotts. Like, so we had points. It was really lovely. It's a cute building. I highly recommend it. By the way, it was like really nice. And we went to the LL Cool J concert. The concert was at a casino. It was at a casino called Thunder Valley. And it was like 10 like 20 miles like past Sacramento. It was an excellent show. It was a great venue. The seats were like super comfortable. There were people, our people, like there was costumery, Kangol hats, like door knocker earrings with the women. Like he had these b-boy dancers. LL is in excellent condition. I just want to say he is in excellent condition, as fine as when he was a young man. I'm serious as a heart attack. He played all the hits. He's got some new songs. There's like a new song I really like that he has out with. I mean, I don't even like Rick Ross like that, but it's like a new song with like Rick Ross. It is wonderful. Your name reminds me of the sun, though. Not sure why. Thank you. That's how I feel. He is still performing and he is still good. Not only is he good, I'm like, that's right. LL, I forget, is one of the coldest lyricists ever. Like, it's an instrument. He's amazing. He has still got it. We had such a good time. My husband danced the whole time. And y'all, like, I don't like casinos like that. Y'all know I'm from Mississippi. We have a lot of big casinos in Mississippi, like down in the Gulf Coast. And I've seen a lot of tragedy because of the casinos. On one hand, lots of jobs, increases tax base. On the other hand, people work their lives away. Like people work to like make a living and to make it work. And so casinos always kind of made me sad because to me they just seem like these open mouths just where people like throw their money out of like boredom. But for a lot of folks like where I'm from in Mississippi, they're the most exciting things happening because you got people like LL Cool J. Hello. Thank you, Happy and Free. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Bliss, for getting the number. How are you doing, Bliss? It's good to have you back in here. So yes, he's still performing. So we did that on Saturday and we sort of snuck away and spent the night. But we didn't want to let our 16-year-old know that we were spending the night because we were going to be coming home late. She knew we were going to be coming home late. So we just wanted to keep temptation away. I don't know if that was smart or not, if that made any sense. I don't think it would have mattered one way or another. But we like snuck and spent the night. And then I ordered, we had this great dinner and like I ordered the dessert to go. So after the concert, oh, but the best part, y'all, at the casino, there's a club called Club Illusions. We were about to just walk on out and leave because I don't like the smell of cigarette smoke. Y'all know how cigarette smoke like gets in your hair and it just stays in your hair, like whatever. I didn't even want to like I didn't want to deal with it. But I saw this like hazy blue octagon in the middle of the casino. And I was like, let's just see what's going on in there. Y'all know I love to dance. And when you get older, there are so few opportunities to dance with like other people your age, the way we used to, like back in the day, like not doing TikTok dances and not everything. Not that I didn't twerk, I did twerk like just a little bit. But it was Club Illusions, y'all. It was packed, and it was packed with like Gen X. And it was wonderful. There was like a second like row. People were looking down. They were playing all the hits from like the 80s. They played The Men All Pause by Climax. Do y'all remember that song? Like they played Sheila E. They played like Morris Day. It was wonderful. It was just so great. We had such a good time. So we danced for a smooth like 45 minutes. It was so nice. It was so grown and sexy and like but just a little bit messy, but not messy to where like if you mess around and end up on some like rooftop patio, with young people, it can go from this is a lot of fun. We're out having a good time to shit get scary like real fast, or like you realize like, oh, why do we even do this? Like, we got to get home. Like things seem to be getting strange, dangerous. It was just perfect. And I just couldn't believe that this was happening. Y'all, thank you so much. Y'all are just moving on up. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all say hello to each other down in the comments. I appreciate that. But y'all, so Mother's Day was awesome. It was really, 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 really wonderful. I had a really great time. And of course, just as I'm coming back, I'm in the car, I'm being full on passenger princess, just laid out like for the first time because I'm like, it's Mother's Day. Normally, I don't lay out and go to sleep in the car. I'll at least try to. My mom was a lawyer and she used to have to drive all over the state. And so I would be her little co pilot. Like, I'm the best co pilot. Again, oldest daughter of the oldest daughter. So I'm an amazing co pilot. Like, I know how to where to put your coffee, how to put your drink, if you need your sunglasses clean. I'm DJing, I'm oxing, and it's just my little one of my little gifts of love in the car. But I was like, you know what? If that is Mother's Day, I'm gonna lay all the way out. I'm gonna see how far back these seats go. I just might fall asleep. I decide to pick up my phone and scroll. What did I do that for? What? Hey, Bliss, thank you for saying hey to everybody. Y'all say what's up to Bliss. Y'all say hello. Y'all mingle, please. Thank you for keeping the. Oh, y'all have got us to like 13,000 hearts. Thank you. Thank you. I promise y'all I'm gonna be doing lives more often. I'm just gonna. I'm. It may be hard for me to schedule, but I'm gonna start going live more often. I miss y'all so much. So y'all, just as I start to scroll like a little bit, I was like, let me just see what's going on in TikTok because I be trying to be present with my family when we're together because I'm a content creator. And when you're a content creator, your face is always in your phone. You're always making videos, and I'm a podcaster. I'm always recording myself. I'm editing. So my face are in screens all the time. So I have to really work to be present. My family asks me to be present. So like I really work on it. So I was trying not to scroll. So I decided it was Mother's Day. I'm about to lay back. We're gonna pick up some takeout on the way home. And I see something called black fatigue. I see headlines that say DEI has been replaced with black fatigue. They've invented a brand new term, y'all. And all this term is dog whistle. All the term is a way to talk about us in a denigrating way that they feel intellectually we can't say nothing about because they're not using the hard ER. That's all it is. Black fatigue. And it's funny. That's why I'm smiling so big because it's actually hilarious in its irony, right? Like it's hilarious, right? Because the first thing I thought of when I heard this, like black fatigue, I was like, they tired of us? Like they're tired of us. As if the centuries of like unpaid labor, unprocessed grief, our just in general excellence, our creativity, our vibe that they can't let go of. They can't stop trying to connect with. They can't stop trying to like siphon and leach out of us. Like that hasn't already been tiring. Like this isn't, maybe it's not a diagnosis, but I'm just going to go ahead and call it at the very least like projection. But y'all, it's hilarious because if my departed grand-mère, my dear grandmother Myrtle, could come back from the ancestral plane, and I could tell her grandma, y'all know they on the internet talking about white people tired of black people. She would the what my grandma would the soliloquies that my grandmother would go on about how sick she is of white people, how she's sick and bone tired, how she been sick and bone tired her whole life, sick and tired of them, can't stand them, don't want to be nowhere around them. And that's the way, as funny as this is, y'all, that's how it was at my house. When my husband is white, when I married my husband, my grandfather did not come to Christmas one year. That's how it was. Those were like this black folks down south. So the audacity of being sick of us is hilarious. And then I remember, right, the way Toni Morrison says, this is a distraction. That's what racism is. It's a distraction because what do they have if they don't have us to vilify, um, to denigrate? What do they have? And I also remember, we know these things happen. They announce these things. First of all, they're paying creators to say this stuff and to try this stuff and to workshop it and to see if it gets some kind of outrage. They will do anything to kind of manufacture, like, to manufacture some type of uprising and to get Black people out in the streets. Like, that's what I feel. Like, I feel like they'll do anything, and they're just testing this stuff. They're just trying it, like putting it out there. So they'll pay this influencer this amount of money. They'll pay this influencer like this amount of money. They'll buy this many um little you know, I can't say the word, but they hire their electronic armies to support them, like, online, and it becomes a thing. But y'all, when I heard Black fatigue, I was like, oh, really? But at least now we know. And y'all, that's another reason I create the podcast and I make the podcast to just help us always stay right here. Because when I heard that, I'm just like, great, just more, like, just more foolishness, more division, more catchphrases, more clickbait, just intended to rile us up. But what they don't understand is we're on to them. And as a collective, what's the first thing we do as Black people? Here we go with this. Yeah, we still don't care. We don't care, baby. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Call it what y'all need to call it. Please. Oh, goodness, 10 new messages. Y'all forgive me. I'm trying to get back to it. They're tired of comparing themselves to what they can't attain. That is so true, Mars Kumba. But they're not tired of that bland food. Indeed. Indeed. Oh my God. Indeed. Yes, ma'am. It is. It's Wag the Dog. That's one of my favorite movies ever. Do y'all know that's one of my favorite movies? And we walked into that movie accidentally. When was that movie? Like back in the early 2000s, like so much of this stuff. Hey, yarrow Empress. Ooh, yarrow. Very powerful herb. Yeah, that is bloomy black fatigue. It's a mare. Y'all, I know these are serious times. I do. I appreciate that. I know that. I know that these are serious times. But then again, right after y'all stunt queen in chief decides to try this, he just be trying stuff, just trying stuff like, let's bring back Alcatraz. I'm gonna make Alcatraz fully functional. Y'all, like, after I was like, really, Alcatraz? This man saw The Rock. He saw this movie. They sick of us, but they can't stay out of our business. We live in their heads rent free. Okay, speaking of which, I saw something. Y'all, thank you so much. And thank y'all for getting those hearts going. Oh my gosh, if we could get to 20,000, I would be so happy. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate it. I love starting the week strong. There was something I wanted to say, though, I wanted to share, and it had to do with they're sick of us, but they can't stay out of our business. I saw something today, like on the internet. It was a young man. He was a young man in the trades. It seemed like he was either clearly delivering something or opening deliveries and getting ready to set materials out, which made me think he was like a builder. He was like a tiler or like a drywaller or something like that. Dressed for work, young man. Looked to be a young man. Like, great job. Like, clearly, because I know how I need to do some work around here. I don't know how much these young men, y'all services, I know how much you cost. So I'm just like, this is just, you look at this young working man had his little camera set up because there was a Karen trying to, who are you and what are you doing, y'all? All he did, hey, Duchess of Aries, I love that. Hey, Duchess of Aries, thank you for liking the live. Thank you guys so much. Have y'all noticed the changes on TikTok too? Like, they look like little clubs, and they let me know if you join my fan club. And y'all, I've learned all this cool stuff to do with the fan club. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the fan club. I swear now that it's so awesome. I have a manager, so I'm going to be getting through a lot of the stuff, making subscription services a lot more fun and enjoyable for everybody, making the fan club like a lot more fun and enjoyable for everybody, and sharing some of my little specialties that I like to do. And I like to shower on my audience. So thank you so very much. But y'all know what he did to deal with her? He turned his camera and he turned it towards her, and he didn't say a word. He just kept doing his work. Like, he just ignored her. And you could just tell she was like, "Meow, meow, 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 meow," waiting for him to say something. And he just kept doing his work. And there was a dude talking, sitting next to him. And he was just talking to him like, yeah, man, we can go to lunch around 1. All right, man, cool. Like, literally acting as though she didn't exist. She was just like a thermometer. You could just see like it just going up and up and up. It was hilarious. And she eventually got frustrated and walked away. I'm just sharing this because in that instance, in that moment, it was an embodiment of what we talk about a lot. And thank you, Bliss Holiday, for liking the live. Thank you all so much for doing the little like showers. I appreciate it so much. Y'all are gonna get us there. Y'all are gonna get us to 20,000. I can totally see it. And I just thought, let me just pass this along to my community because there may be certain situations where this will totally work. I would be so good at this. I would be so good at it because I do have a problem. I'm a human ray of sunshine and I'm a triple Leo. Y'all know Leo, Mercury, and Mars. So, and I'm a yapper. Like, just my energy is very much come talk to me. Like, come talk to me. Like, come say something to me. It drives my, I know it drives my husband crazy sometimes, but not my husband maybe so much as my daughters. I know to them it is very, very, very annoying that mommy people want to talk to mommy. Mommy wants to talk to people like all the time. But so I attract a lot of foolishness and a lot of dimwits. I know some of y'all could feel me on that. Please let me know if you too are a dimwit magnet. I find that in addition to attracting amazing, beautiful Black women at the 92%, and so in that way, I am fulfilled and very satisfied. I am in community of beautiful, brilliant, bold women at the 92%. So I don't really mind the fact that I got to deal with some yahoos or some idiots, as my friend used to say. A idiot is a combination between a yahoo and an idiot. That's what she used to say. So I began to think that ignoring them could be a very good tool or weapon to have in my arsenal for how to deal with this. Because again, what are they doing? It's like somebody said, who said it earlier? They said, they're sick of us, but they can't stay out of our business. They can't stay away. They like literally can't stay away. They need our energy. If they don't have it, they don't know what to do. And that's on every part of the spectrum, whether they're more progressively or liberally positioned, or the other way. They still can't do without us, to the point to where they feel entitled to us, which is why the 92% after the 2024 election said, yeah, no, we're not doing that anymore. It's been awful and it's over. I mean, we still got to deal with one another. We still, as Black women, we suffer disproportionately. Like, we are definitely suffering disproportionately from job loss right now because of the way y'all Stunt Queen-In-Chief is driving the economy uh, off the Golden Gate Bridge, bungee jumping without a cord. Yeah. So making things very difficult for us, and we are suffering disproportionately. But then again, I also remember we're also this man is doing everything he can do to elevate like YT male mediocrity. But the truth of the matter is, like, Black women, we're just invaluable in the workplace. We're invaluable in academic institutions. We're invaluable in social justice. We're invaluable in public service. We're invaluable in corporate America. We really are. So I'm not worried about us long term. You know why? Because again, I say this over and over, most entrepreneurial demographic, most educated demographic, and these systems of like education, corporate systems, they used us and our bodies to build capitalism on. And they have insisted on keeping us at the bottom of this jacked up hierarchical pyramid that is white supremacy. And yet here we are, the most educated demographic and the most entrepreneurial. So that's why I don't worry about us. And I feel like it is my job as a thought leader and a content creator for Black women in the 92% to keep us happy, to keep us happy, to keep us uplifted, to keep us elevated, to keep our voices loud and strong, sharing our knowledge, protecting ourselves. That's going to be one of the next episodes. It's on protection and how we can be more proactive in our protection, because we have been trained. Oh, somebody said I'm worried he's going to give the South African citizenship and then we'll be more outnumbered. I have some different ideas of what's going to happen. Those people are going to be in danger. I don't think they understand that they are going to be in a lot of danger. I also don't think those people don't understand his he's such a dummy. He thinks, oh, I can replace the people that we're deporting with these Afrikaners from South Africa. I don't know if they understand. You see the places they're getting sent off to: Idaho, Iowa, Nebraska. I don't, maybe not Nebraska, and North Carolina. That's where they're getting shipped off to. Okay. They're jealous. Some people just don't know what they want to do with themselves or what they do exactly. Who are they? That's what Toni Morrison said. Toni Morrison said that. She said, because a white reporter asked her, like, like about racism. She's like, you know what? This is not our sickness. This is not our, now we suffer from it, but it's not our sickness. And she said it's a distraction. She said it's a distraction because when that is gone, when your these so-called notions of your superiority are stripped away, when they're gone, who are you? What have you got? Are you any good? Are you smart? Are you talented? Are you interesting? And the answer is no. And they know that. Hey Capricorn, hey Cap, how are you? Come on in. Cap comes in with a blare of trumpets. To Cap, thank you for coming in. Let me see if I can get more stuff up here. I want to make noises and press buttons. So so yeah, so that's what I think is happening. That is what I think is happening there. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Oh, there we go. Have I got some now? Let's see what we got. Oh, yay, I do. Yay. So Kat is here. Welcome, Kat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for making this live popular. Kat, we're doing rebuke and reclaim. And what we're rebuking this week is the notion of black fatigue. Because like the nerve. And let me reintroduce myself, y'all. I'm Halicue Hannah. I'm the creator of the Hey, It's Halicue podcast. It is a podcast for Black women of the 92%, by a Black woman of the 92%. Thank you for that popular vote, Kat. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me see if I can get Kat up here. I'm trying so hard to press all of these buttons at once and like figure all this out. I am going to get so good at this at some point. I really am. So the first thing we're rebuking is black fatigue because how dare you? And also, y'all, I let you all know a little bit earlier how my Mother's Day went. It went so good. But you know, one of the reasons that it went well and that I really want to share this with Black women. These are my post Mother's Day reflections as a Black woman. First of all, a couple of practical tips to have a great Mother's Day no matter what. Okay. Because I told y'all about, I got some trauma around Mother's Day, right? I'm the oldest daughter of the oldest daughter. Mother's Days used to be very, 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 very hard for me. And then when I was a young mom, I wasn't all the way healed, all the way over. Like I still had all these crazy expectations. I was acting as crazy as my grandmama and my mom used to act. Like, what did y'all do for me? And you da da da. I mean, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not, except I didn't do all that. I did all that inside and I just sat on it. Like I did all that inside. And like each Mother's Day, I was so disappointed until how old am I? 52. So about like 7 or 8 years ago, I really decided to, oh, I'm just going to take over Mother's Day, like on my own, you know? So like, and I'm going to share like what I did. And I want us to think about it in the kind of the micro as like in our own lives, just as like human beings and like that human dimension of us. And especially for those of us that have any kind of Mother's Day pain or agony or trauma or any kind of mother wounding. And then I want to bring it out to like Black women in general, and America is our motherland. It all connects, all comes together. So, Mother's Day is tough, right? Like, because sometimes your feed is all full of freaking flowers and brunches and stuff, but sometimes your spirit just feels hollow. And it used to be like that for me. And just if the day stirred any kind of grief, any kind of absence or complicated feelings, I just want y'all to know that I love you and I honor you. Your girl has been there before, and the way I think it's important for us to reclaim Mother's Day. Thank you, Kev. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. I love that thing. I love that thing because it feels like y'all are kissing me on the cheek. So thank you. We reclaim Mother's Day, y'all, by mothering ourselves. Okay. And so in a practical way, the way to have a good Mother's Day, y'all, is to, and it's real practical. I decided to start doing this like 7 or 8 years ago. You just make your own plans. You just make your own plans, but with some caveats and some rules, some provisos, with some rules, right? To make sure it's foolproof. And so this is how you foolproof. Hey, pretty Hazel. Hey, this is how you foolproof. Oh, y'all, thank you. Thank you. Oh, look who's a pretty Hazel. I just went on up to the number 3 gifter badge. Thank you so much. And y'all are doing all the likes. Thank you. I appreciate it. Our energy is here. The team is here. Y'all, I love y'all so much. I miss you. I really miss you. So this is how you're going to have a foolproof Mother's Day. First of all, oh, thank you for that. Thank you. I just bought some fresh flowers. Did y'all see my what my little scary Scorpio did for me for Mother's Day? I'm gonna post it on my stories. I'm gonna post it on my stories tonight. It was so sweet. So all the flowers in the house are upstairs. Like she did this just she's an artist. Okay, it's deep Scorpio, like an artist. She knows my favorite flower, sunflowers. So she literally, I think that child got like 30 sunflowers and made this arrangement. And she got me a Starbucks cup, one of the pretty ones that are like, and it's yellow. It's like bright, iridescent yellow. Made me so happy. I took it to the gym. It was so pretty, y'all. Like, I know that it's just sunflowers in a cup, but like, she bought it with her own money because she's got like two jobs because she's Virgo ascendant. And it was just like so sweet. So that's where all the flowers are. So I can't give you guys flowers back because all the flowers are like upstairs. Like they're all upstairs. But this is how you're gonna have a foolproof Mother's Day. I have not had an unhappy Mother's Day since. And I'm gonna tell you what I do. Like to unhappy Mother's Day or an unhappy birthday, you make your own plans, but you have to make plans that first of all you actually really want to do. Like, and it has to be fun. It can't be like sometimes if I have a free day, I'll just work on the podcast. Like, oh, yay, I got some free time. I'll make some more content and work on the podcast because I love doing that. Not that it can't be work. It's got to be something you actually want to do. Number two, it's got to be something that you can cancel last minute without getting a hit with a deposit or something like that. And you need to buy your own gift. Buy your own gift. Get something you like. Set a budget and get it. That's something that's not negotiable. Just go ahead and get it for yourself. Do y'all want to know what I got myself? Okay. So there's this. I have got this hookup. So I am doing a lot of reusing and repurposing and upcycling. And y'all, where I live in Marin County, California, it's one of the most affluent counties in the state, and the state is the fourth largest economy. There is a lot of very sad, rich wives around here, and side pieces, and mistresses, and girlfriends. And when they need cash, they sell the bags, they sell the shoes, and they sell the jewelry to some of the nicest luxury consignment shops you can find anywhere. So the cute little baubles, the little Cartier, like the little bracelets, the little stackable bracelets, rings, rocks, like just like purses, like some of the finest consignment shops I've ever seen in my life. So if I want a little treat, if I want a little like a little piece of jewelry, like a little, like a little something for like a third of the price, I have some of the finest and it's good for the earth. Cause I told, and I'm as a black woman, I'm very choosy now with how I spend my money. You know how I spend my money, and I'm a hoodoo, so I know how to spiritually cleanse things that come into my house. So yeah, girl, like, so I have my little presents picked out for myself. Like I have a little budget. I feel good about doing it because I'm not paying some crazy like retail price, and they're everything is brand new. And that was a birthday present, and I'll write it down. I'll write the lot number, and if it's for something like a birthday, I'll tell my girls, here, this is what I want. Give this to your, like I'm like, give this to your father. And if somebody screws up and doesn't get it for me, I'll just go get it myself. I just go get it myself. So that's what I do. So that's what you do for Mother's Day. So what I got for Mother's Day, I wanted to have a little collection of little stack rings, but like nice stack rings. So I bought that for myself from a little, it's Art Deco. I love Art Deco. And I told my husband on Friday, I'm like, before we get the weekend started, I'm just going to go get my present. And he goes, okay, really? Do you want me to come in with you? I was like, sure. I was like, if you want to come with me, sure, credit card. Like it's our, whatever, but that's what I'm going to get. So girl, I have my little ring. And so after that, I'm happy. Like literally, I've done something nice for myself. I had a budget. Thank you. So after that, because I'm Taurus ascendant, like, so I'm happy. I like the thing. I like the thing. I like the gift. I have the present as far as I'm concerned. Mother's Day achieved, but then we went to go see LL. So all I'm saying is if we hadn't gone to go see LL, if he hadn't planned that little overnight, what I was gonna do was gonna go because I had something else planned for myself that I really wanted to do. Let me make sure I'm probably missing all kind of good comments. So the thing that I had planned to do in case didn't nobody come through or couldn't be bothered was I was going to go see there's a really big the Kabuki IMAX theater in San Francisco. I was like, you know what? I want to go. Oh, thank you. That is new. Let me see that. That is cute. Thank you, pretty hazel eyes. Thank you. Um I was like, the plan of record if everybody screws up, will be I'm going to get my little stackable ring. I'm going to start my little ring stack. I'm going to go see Sinners for the second time because I want to see it. I want to do more of a deep dive. I think I may want to write a little bit of something about it. It's very inspirational to me for lots of reasons. Oh, it's inspired me to recommend some books to y'all here on TikTok and on some of the other platforms. So I was like, I'm going to go see it again because I want to see it in the IMAX theater. And I want to go see it in one of those theaters where you can like lay out, like where you can like lay all the way back and where you can order like your little charcuterie board or whatever and like a spicy ginger beer, like, and they come deliver it to your seat. Cause I was like, so that's something that I can do. I want to do it. If I cancel my plans, I can, whatever, I can just return the ticket, right? We just buy the ticket on the app. And if you can't make the show, you just return the ticket and it'll be fun. It's something I want to do. And I bought myself a present. Ever since, ever since I made it very clear to everyone that y'all ain't got to do nothing. Like I will take care of myself and I will be happy and I will be gone all day. Somehow Mother's Days and birthdays have been really awesome. I don't know why. I don't know why. It seems like the fact that I have a plan, I don't know, kind of motivates everybody else to do that for you. Yeah, it is the best thing to do, y'all. I'm telling you, like sitting around waiting for other people to celebrate us the way we deserve. Like sometimes even our own children and our own spouses who love us very much, I don't know. I'm at an age and experience where can't nobody appreciate me more than me. I mean, I know I'm a Leo, but I think as Black women, we all have the ability to do that. So that's practically what I have to say about Mother's Day and how you can guarantee that you have a wonderful Mother's Day no matter what. But I was also thinking about America. Somebody was referring to their home country as their motherland. And I said, that's like Valentine's Day for me. Yes. And I love Valentine's Day too, y'all, because Valentine's is just an extra special day. That's just an extra excuse to tell people you love them. That's the best. I don't know. I'm a Leo. Like, I love that. Like, that's the, oh, thank you. Y'all, thank you so much. There, we're halfway there, halfway to our goal. Y'all, if we make our goal, I'll do a rest and inspiration reading for us tonight. My cards are warm over there. It's right. We celebrate the moment. We celebrate ourselves. You know why we have to and why, and not only in our own individual families, our own small families, our own families of origin, right? Think about us as Black women of this country. Think about America. Like if we were just as an like allegory, motherhood, childhood. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. Thank you. If we were to think of us as Black women, Tiffany, thank you. Thank you. I love that thing. I swear, I feel like y'all gets me on the cheek. If we are the children of America, if we think about America, the United States of America as our mother, oh my God, and how she has treated us as Black women as her children, the only honest things we can say is if we were to think of America as our mother, as Black women, our mother has been violent. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Our mother has been manipulative. Our mother has been dishonest. Our mother has been cruel for no reason over and over and over. Our mother has been abusive in general at all times and in all ways. Oh, guys, thank you. Oh, we reached our goal. We reached our goal. Well, let me get out the cards then. Let me get out the cards. Y'all know I love our deck. So we're going to use the Earthcraft deck. We are going to use, y'all know I love the rest deck. We're going to use the rest deck. And that means I get to turn on my other camera and we can share screen. And we're going to do, this is one of my favorite. All of these decks are made by Black people. Okay. These are all made by Black people. And this is the Love Oracle of Eden. All right. So we're going to do we're going to do a 3 card. And I'm going to share screen over here with our friends on the tube. That is you. And Substack, let me make sure everything is turned on so everybody can see the cards. Now, TikTok, we're not going to be able to see the cards, sadly, but I will put them up on my stories. Y'all know I'm true to my word with that. I'll put them up on our stories. There we go. Yay. I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way. Shuffle this. All right. We are good. All right. All right, so we got our cards. This is awesome. I already had it ready. I didn't know if we were going to reach our goal. Capricorn, thank you. Thank you for making this popular. And thank you all. Share it out now. Like, if there's anybody you think that would enjoy the rest in inspiration reading, it's a special reading I do for us. I only do for my special communities, and I only do it when we reach our goal. And we reached our goal. Y'all were so sweet with the little and I got a puzzle piece. Excuse me just for 1 second. So if you guys could please like share out the live, let people know that we are about to do a rest and inspiration reading, especially if y'all need a little guidance for the week as Black women of the 92%, because we were dealing with a lot, right? With those feelings. So that's what I was thinking about on Mother's Day. So I was having some deep thoughts on Mother's Day. And I thought, how do I share this with the 92%? Like my thoughts about this, but not be a bummer at the same time. So that's how I decided to do it. I thought, should I hit him with like a special Mother's Day episode? Then I was like, nah, because that's kind of sad. If we're talking about, I don't want to make nobody sad. I just want us to have wonderful Mother's Day. And we reclaim Mother's Day by mothering ourselves, right? What does a mother do? A mother nurtures, she protects, and she guides. So we nurture ourselves as a collective. We remember to put ourselves first, to prioritize ourselves first, to feed ourselves spiritually, emotionally, and feed ourselves healthy, nutritious food. Okay. Like we think about our bodies. That's a wonderful thing about having the garden. And I think Cap said, where's the garden content? I'm gonna make some garden content. I just wanted to make sure everything didn't die off in the first week. And that's the wonderful thing about doing the garden with my husband. He is like micromanaging the garden. Like he's out there peering at the plants. I don't know if this one has enough water. Like it is the best. It is the best. But one of the wonderful parts about having a garden is because it connects you back to the earth, and it helps you want to the good things you're doing for the land, and you're showing your gratitude for the land, and you're asking it to be fruitful and bountiful. This is food that's going to feed you and your family. And so that's what we do as mothers. We nurture, right? Like we feed our young. And sometimes, like, yeah, this country has not nurtured us, it has not fed us. So we do that for ourselves. We protect ourselves. That's what mothers do. Mothers protect their children, right? They protect our children. I saw this TikTok today, and it basically showed, like, you remember in Jurassic Park when the Velociraptor was getting ready to go into the kitchen, and it's like looking at and it's breathing hard through its nostrils. That used to be me they used to be scared to see me at my daughter's little. Somebody mistreated my kid in middle school. Ooh, those ladies at the front desk used to hate to see me coming. One day they saw me jump out of the car, and one of them did like this. Like we protect our children and we protect ourselves as Black women. We know that America, if we as Black women, we think of America as our mother. We know we can't trust that mother to protect us. So we have to protect ourselves. We have to put ourselves in our own, we have to put ourselves in our own bubble of protection. And I'm going to talk with us in next week's episode about how to do that. Oh, that's weird. That's not what we meant to do. Let's stop that and let's start over. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to share screen and I was sharing the wrong thing. That was weird. I was trying to share the visual. That's what I want to share. There we go. There are the cards. So now you guys can. Oh, and if you want to see the cards in real time, if you have another computer or something or a tablet, you can go see me on YouTube and you can see the cards. I'm gonna hold them up. I'm gonna hold them up so everybody can see them. But anyway, anyway, and so protection. And so we protect ourselves. So y'all laughing at me being crazy at the school. I used to try not to act crazy at the school. Like I really didn't, but there was a little while where there was, man, they would see me coming and they would hop into action. So we protect ourselves, and we have a whole new episode that's coming up where we talk about that. And we're going to be talking about how we can better protect ourselves, lots of ways. And I don't mean just emotionally and spiritually either when it comes to protection. I mean, those are important, and we're going to go over that, but we're also talking about other kinds of protection too. And finally, guide. We're supposed to guide our children. We're supposed to be passing along stories, our wisdom, game. We're supposed to be passing that along. And I think I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, I commit to this being, this is a platform where we don't hold with like talking bad about younger Black women. Like we don't do that. We don't police, but we guide. We have wisdom. We're going to pass along what we know. We're going to say, girl, if I was you, I would do this. But if you mess up because you're young, that's okay. You can come here. We can talk about it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for making it popular. Y'all, thank you for sharing out the live because the reading's coming up soon. right after we finish up here with what we're reclaiming and what we're rebuking. And so those are my thoughts on Mother's Day, and those are my thoughts on Black women of the 92%, and just how what we need to do for ourselves, especially as we think about ourselves as children of this nation, the daughters of this nation. When you think about it, the mother in the worst way of this nation, and that we were forced to breed a workforce. Yeah, we've complicated. It can be complicated for Black women on Mother's Day. Okay, that's just the truth. Okay, and we're reclaiming the last thing we're reclaiming, y'all, to get the week started is our bigness. We rebuke smallness. Have y'all heard that song, The Largest? The biggest, the largest. Like, it's look up the Beyonce concert and like Cowboy Carter. She has this whole interlude where she's basically it's the attack of the 100-foot cowgirl. It's amazing. And she's just like walking around, like she's just gigantic. She's ginormous, and she's picking up these little small things, and she's dancing, and the song is infectious. It has been in my mind. I gotta look it up. I think it's called The Largest by like Big X the Plug. Oh yes, and Harry and Meghan living their best life at the Beyonce concert. That's what makes them so mad about Meghan and Harry. That man loves her. And Megan was holding on to Harry and looking back at the camera, smiling the way I do when somebody's taking a picture. I was like, Megan, girl, wearing her little tight denim dress, looking amazing. Being big. She's out there again. She's a Leo. She can't help it. And I love that she's like, yeah, well, I'm going to live my life. And part of my life and part of being a duchess is going to see the Queen, Beyonce. So there's that. I'm going to be doing that. And I love that. Thank you for bringing that up, Kat. Thank you. He defied the crown for her. That's powerful. And they can't stand it. My God. But it's okay because I was talking with Brie the Champagne gal about this. I sat on a panel that she was moderating like last week. It was awesome. And I love that's something that, and she's on Instagram again too. Megan is giving us some content. I appreciate that so much. They want us to be small. They want us to stay quiet. They want us to stay unseen. And it's almost as though what Beyonce has been saying since we've been able to get all these snippets from the tour. She's right. We are the content. She don't need to make content. All she's got to do is make an interlude, and then we take it and own it. And with what I took and what I'm owning is be big. I am. I'm the biggest, the largest. Y'all listen to that song. It's called The Largest. And I think it's by Big X the Plug. Listen to it. It's a mantra. It's just in my ears. It's been playing. I put it on my little Mother's Day post. They want us to be humble about our brilliance. They want us to be apologetic about our shine. But not this week, oh y'all, because we have rebuked and reclaimed. We're reclaiming space. Okay. We're posting the selfie. We're making the content. Quote yourself. Quote yourself. You have a lot of smart things to say. We're wearing the outfit. Okay. We're asking for the rate. We're asking to be paid for our services. We're saying no and letting people know no is a full sentence. And we're going to do it with plumping lip gloss. Okay. We're doing all that. And so if we need an affirmation for this week, I take up divine space. I am not too much. Or if I am too much, I am just enough to change the energy in this room. I tell you that. How about that? I'm gonna put this on a replay. Y'all, if y'all want to see a replay of the live so y'all can get all this, just go to the YouTube channel. Okay. And I want to see y'all tell me, where are you showing up bigger this week? All right. And hey, let's let that be our theme for our card pull. Where and how are we showing up bigger this week? Let's see what the cards just say we should do. Okay. And y'all can already, that are looking on YouTube, y'all can already see the cards. All right. So the first card, and I'm gonna hold it up for everybody to see. And y'all know, if anybody ever does a reading with me, y'all know I don't really talk about my tarot and astrology business on this channel, but I will be talking about it on the other channel, which is Halicue B-Sides, at Halicue B-Sides. So if y'all want to see me learning TikTok shop, how to work with brands and share the stuff that I like please come on over there, because I'm learning and I'm sharing everything I'm learning about content creation. Because y'all, it was a crazy week for your girl this week. I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. Stuff's finally happening. We have some beautiful cards today. All right. So the first one on the outside is empathy. People have not been very empathetic with us as Black people, as Black women. And so what I'm doing for us is empathy is about other people. Our kiddos, like our little Gen Zs, like in California, empathy, like we have this social emotional learning curriculum, and empathy is huge. Like it is like my children are empathetic. They feel like having a lack of empathy is as bad as lying or stealing. Like, I'll never forget once the little scary Scorpio got mad at her dad. And she's like, the problem is he's not having empathy in this moment. And I said, oh, girl, you are so right. And your father and I come from a different generation. Like, because to her, the whole idea of you yelling at me when I already feel bad, that's not having empathy with like with how I'm feeling. It was so sweet. It was wonderful. Anyway, I say this to say that empathy is something very serious. It's just the cute. It was the cutest thing. But I would like for us to claim that empathy for ourselves as Black women. How about we be empathetic with ourselves? How about we extend us some grace? Okay. So that is what I am seeing and feeling with this one. Okay. Let me put this back down where everybody can see it. All right. So empathy for us, for ourselves, because so much of the 92% movement is prioritizing ourselves. So this isn't about other people, this reading and what we're doing in the rest and inspiration reading. And thank you everybody, because the reason we're doing the rest and inspiration reading is for those wonderful community members, members of the fan club, and our amazing gifters. Oh, and that means, all right, I got a 7-minute countdown because I promised I would watch the show with my husband today. These readings are for us, and they are a thank you and a communal moment to like make a portal and learn something together, and to use like one of my favorite tools for us to learn something and give us something to work towards, a way to connect to um, the divine within us. And it's about us. It's not about anybody else. 92% movement is about us and us prioritizing ourselves. So empathy for us. Okay. So remember that this week. If you feel like you're getting close to betraying yourself, because remember, as Black women, the 90%, yeah, we've been conditioned to betray ourselves no matter what. Even though everybody knows the reason we do the right thing, even though everybody knows like this is what's best for everybody, even though everybody knows this is the kind, fair, equitable thing to do, Black women were the only people, again, that when it mattered, had empathy, right? So now it's time for us to reclaim empathy for ourselves. And on the other side, I love this card. She's beautiful. Can y'all see that? This is from the Earth deck. This is Seer. Thank you, Cap. Isn't she beautiful? Do y'all like my press-on nails? I did these myself this Monday. I'm trying different glue. This card is called Seer. I think she's so beautiful. And this one is very clear. This is very much like the for those of us that like cards and tarot, she's kind of like the high priestess. She's emotionally intelligent, to say that. I love that for her. Yeah, she is. She was. She's so like I remember thinking, you're so right. And like I just realized I'm like, she feels this so deeply. This is not a joke. Like empathy is not a word for her. She feels like if you're not empathetic, like there's something wrong with you as like a person, and it's like a character flaw. And she was absolutely right. She was absolutely right. So, and I'm putting this back where everybody can see it here. And this one here. All right, so everybody can see it on YouTube. The card is the Seer. And y'all, this means that the thing that does not seem right. Y'all remember this saying, like there was a saying, something in the milk ain't clean. Y'all remember that? Like, the first time I ever heard that, I was a little girl. My grandma Amy's, like, I mean, it was a house, but it was kind of a farm. And I remember saying something in the milk ain't clean. I don't even think we had cows or anything or dairy. We had cows, but I don't remember nobody like getting milk from the cows, but we definitely had cows. There were cows and pigs because they would like slaughter hogs like in fall when it got really, really, really good and cold. But she would say that like some of the milk ain't clean. And then one of my girlfriends, Anika, in college, she said her grandma would say that something in milk ain't clean. She's from South Carolina. And it basically means like we can just tell something isn't right. That is our intuition. And I personally feel that as Black women in the 90%, ours is supercharged. So there is something that we see and we feel and we know ain't right. And our job is to pay attention to that and act accordingly. You're not crazy. You're not imagining it. You're not making it up. It is real. Things that are invisible can still be real, right? Like a microaggression, like racism. Like that's, you can't hold racism. You can't touch it. It's not here of the corporal world, but it's a way of speaking, and it's a way of communicating, and it's energetic spiritual warfare that has been waged very effectively from us for a long time, but not anymore. That's why we're able to say y'all or a hoot. Black fatigue, okay. Karen, don't even see you. Like, really, we're getting back to some old talk to the hand stuff. Like, I'm just gonna have to ignore you. Stay away. No, thank you. It's real. And so when we see the seer, when we see this beautiful card, that means you know what's going on, and you can use your own power, your own energy, your own practices, your own rituals to combat it. And there's probably some reason you're being asked to see with your Ajna chakra, like not chakra, because I'm not Indian and I shouldn't, that's not my terminology. Energy center, let's just say that, like energy center, like right there, or like right here. Okay. Use it. We're going to be talking about this in the next episode of the podcast, the Hey, It's Halicue podcast. It's going to be coming out this Thursday, and it's going to be all about protection. And I think I'm going to title it The Protected Collective. I'm kind of like a child with alliteration and things that kind of rhyme. Anyway, so that is our second card, Seer. All right. There's a lot of y'all out there with the power to tap into that, so please tap into it. And finally, from the rest deck, y'all know we love the rest. We love the rest deck. We love it. We love it. The Rest deck is one of my favorite tools. It was created by Trisha Hershey. She's the good bishop of the Nat Ministry. She created this beautiful deck of 50 cards, and it's something that I use to kind of lead my own rest and restoration practices. I use it before I use this deck before I get ready to plan and script every episode of the podcast. I have a pick. I pick cards for myself. I'm going to be doing that on Tuesday on Instagram, actually, if y'all want to hang out with me while I do that. Do my tarot like cards for the week, and I pick some different I pick something from the rest deck, and I look at that and another theme card I have to just kind of help me with my journaling, to help keep me on my toes with my work and my actual business. So just to keep me on my toes, I'm doing a lot of workshops and teaching a lot about that stuff now. So keeps me fresh, and it keeps me on my toes, and I also love it. Oh, you did. Yay! Y'all, one of the baddest samba dancers in Northern California, if not the state, is in here. Her name is Nadia. She teaches me samba. Okay. She's bad. And I mean bad, meaning good. Y'all follow her. She is amazing. She's unbelievably beautiful. And if you are in the Bay Area, she dances with Brazarchi, Samba Sensation, and she helps keep me juicy and happy and sexy. 50 fit and 50 Nadia, everybody helped me. The community came together and we reached our goal, our TikTok live goal. So I do a rest and an inspiration reading, and so I was just finishing up our reading in the middle. Y'all, seriously, she's so beautiful. I know Nadia has a lot of other amazing qualities that have nothing to do with how beautiful and how fine she is, but it's one of these things that stands out. She is a Libra. So our rest, y'all follow her, seriously, she's amazing. And definitely go follow her on the I call it the Metabolife app. I don't like it. Y'all know I don't like Meta that much, but y'all go follow her there. She's unbelievable. All right, so our message from the rest deck is this: rest is my foundation to build, invent, restore, and imagine the world that I want to see. Rest is my foundation to build, invent, restore, and imagine the world I want to see. And here is the message that's right in the middle. And I like to do this one last because it's right in the middle. It's kind of the cream metabolife. That's what I call it. I don't like That's why I don't ever call y'all's boy his actual name. He's a stunt queen in chief. All right. And our message from the rest deck is this: you were enough before capitalism lied. You were enough before YT supremacy lied. That is my alarm because um, I'm trying to have more accountability with my time, but ADHD. You were enough before capitalism lied. You were enough before white supremacy lied. Both violent systems have uprooted the self esteem and self worth of all exposed to them. As we uncover the lies we've been told about who we are, we must turn to rest. Black women of the 92%, rest is our foundation. If we want a world rooted in justice, rest more. And speaking of Libra and rest and balancing the scales, like the card that's associated with Libra is the Justice card. And what that card teaches us is I have 10 alarms. Are you sure you don't have Capricorn in your big three? Like I have to have these little alarms. I have them everywhere. Like they are literally everywhere. Because my husband knows once I start enjoying myself and the dopamine starts going, I fall into a time tunnel and I could be down here talking with y'all till like 1 in the morning. Seriously. It's one of the reasons I love live so much. But the reason this message about rest and if we want justice, the strategy is rest, is because the universe craves balance. It craves balance. And when Libra shows up, when the card Libra shows up, the archetype shows up, when you see the scales, it means something is seeking balance. The universe seeks balance. It's one of the reasons it doesn't want or need us working ourselves to death, grinding ourselves into powder, worrying our gut into fiddle string to try to make it happen the way we've been trying to make it happen, Black women. Like that's what we've been doing in elections. This isn't that extraordinary for us showing up in these amazing numbers to vote for progress, for liberalism, for equity, for diversity, for belonging. That's something we just do. Black women, that's a part of what it is to be a part of our collective. Oh, I keep forgetting. We got those of us in YouTube land looking at us. I want to make sure everybody can see. Everybody can see the cards. But that's what we've been doing. We have been carrying people, kicking, screaming at us the whole time. We're like, no, progress is this way. Shut up, please. Okay, just get on my back. Okay, if you're too lazy to go, just get on my back. We'll just get you over to progress. That's what we've been doing. And where did it get us? So I take this message seriously, and I take the fact that somehow I end up talking about Libra before that because I feel like it just shows, and even in what it's exhorting, it's begging us to do. You want a world rooted in justice, rest more. And who does that resonate for more than Black women? Because we've been working, overexerting ourselves, harming ourselves, swallowing our emotions, putting ourselves and our children in front of the firing line or like on the front line of like protests, doing more than our fair share of the work, chopping the wood, carrying water for whole political movements, doing things unpaid, not asking to be paid for our time and our energy and our labor. And what happened? We ended up where we are. So I feel like the way the universe is trying to balance itself is by saying, Black women, let's see what happens if y'all rest. Let's see what happens if you prioritize yourself. Let's see what happens when you put the focus on yourself, when the focus is on your healing physically and emotionally, when the focus is on, instead of how hard you work and trying to come up with a self identity, a personality, or feel like you have value or worth based on your work, how much you're able to produce in capitalism versus you writing a poem, lifting your voice in song, working through your trauma by dancing. The reason I look and feel the way I do at my age is because I dance. So I say, let's take it all the way, Black women. Let's see what happens if we do that. That is our rest and inspiration reading for the night. I am going to put that up on my stories. Thank you so much for you all helping us meet our goals so I could do that for us. Y'all know I love it. I love any excuse for us to do that. All right. And so, y'all, we understand what we're rebuking. We understand what we're reclaiming for this week. And we're going to start this week off great. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Black women of the 92%, we are the daughters of thunder and sunlight. I want your joy. Ah! That's so sweet. I love these. This is why I love live so much. Y'all know I never used to get birthday presents when I was a kid. So I love when y'all send me these little presents. They're so sweet. They're so wonderful. Thank you so much. Over this next week, I want our joy. Oh, thank you. Y'all are just the best. Hey, Halicue. Oh, Risha, you're here too. This is so wonderful. May your joy be louder than the noise. May our peace disturb all of their effed up projections. Be big. Let your presence make rooms expand. We don't whisper. We speak clearly and loudly. We glow. Okay. Thank you all so much for supporting the live tonight. I'm going to share our rest and inspiration reading on my stories. I'm going to put a replay up of this entire live on my YouTube channel. The new episode of the podcast is called Hey, it's Halicue. It's available every place you listen to podcasts. It's on, and if you like a video version of the podcast, that's going to be on Spotify and it's on YouTube. The podcast is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, and it lives on Substack. Y'all all go over and follow me on Substack. It's awesome over there. It's smart and artistic and Black. There's some wonderful creators over there, some brilliant Black women creating there. Thank you all for joining the fan club. If this message like poured into your spirit, I'm going to be making us some exclusive content and behind the scene moments, discounts, love notes, all of that stuff. So tap the star, join the club. Thank you for subscribing. And now I really got to go. Okay, that's the third one. That means I'm getting close to 10 o'clock. Oh, here we go. And so hopefully we can get some of this movie in before it's time to like crash out. So y'all, thank you for tapping the star, joining the club. You all got us to 43,000 likes. Oh my gosh. To everyone on all the other platforms, to YouTube, to my Substack Sunflowers, thank you all for joining me live tonight. I'm gonna have all the highlights up where I said I was gonna post them. And thank you for us coming together. I'm going to be going live a lot more because I'm, I've messed around and joined some agencies, so I got some deliverables, and I need to be going live more often. But I'm excited about it because I love going live with y'all. Y'all know that I have ADHD, I have very special dopamine needs, and I love being in contact and community with y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be back live tomorrow. I'm going to try to give everybody like an hour or two heads up. More cooking. Okay. What should I cook? I'm just gonna check out I never watched the last episodes of Duchess of Sussex's show. So I will find something else and we'll cook. We'll cook. Because I have the barbecue grill out too. I'm getting the barbecue grill clean this week. And my daughters are both gonna be home for summer. So the oldest got an internship that's gonna be in the city. So she's gonna be at home. And the youngest has like two jobs. She's got this like experience. She's going to be going to a Georgetown University, but they're going to be home. And I'm going to try to fall back in love with cooking. I'm really going to try to fall back in love with my home, and the garden, because like a lot of Black women, like the home and work around the home. Y'all remember that book, that book, The Help, and the shit. Like we get some of us got some stuff around that. Like I have a lot of trauma around dishes and cleaning and decorating and stuff. I really do. So I'm trying to get back into it. And Duchess Megan is helping me do it. All right. I love y'all. It is time to go. Y'all, everybody have a wonderful evening. I love us like play cousins, like I say at the end of every single podcast. And you all listen to the podcast, download it. Y'all come hang out with me over on Substack. Come on over right now and join. You're going to love it. As I say every single time I sign off on the podcast, I say to the beautiful, the bold, brilliant Black women of the 92%, and to everyone that supports us, to our accomplices, not our allies, our accomplices, all the love in my heart. It's going to be a great week for us. Okay. We're remembering to have empathy for ourselves. We're remembering our deep inner wisdom, seeing and knowing, to use the intuition that we're given. Remember, Black women are this nation's early warning system. We're divine. We see around the corner. We're wise. Use that. And remember, the more we want justice, the more important it is for us to rest. Because remember, we're swinging the pendulum. We're in a horrible place now. And we're in a horrible place. Our participation in that has been to submit to a lot of oppression, a lot of people having access to us when they don't deserve it, a lot of people feeling entitled to our labor, and we're stopping that. We're changing that. And as we change it, so the universe will find balance. Maybe what the universe has been waiting on is for us to honor and love and prioritize ourselves. A lot of us think there's something deeply energetic and spiritual behind that. And I'm willing to see what happens if Black women do that. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being a part of this beautiful, powerful collective. Everyone, I want y'all to look forward to the episode that's going to be dropping this Thursday, The Protected Collective. You're gonna love it. This is about practical ways for us to protect ourselves individually and to protect ourselves as a collective moving forward. Okay, as our new political strategy and our new strategy and lifestyle of prioritizing ourselves. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining. Please check out the replay over on YouTube, become a subscriber there. Join me over on the Substack. That's our community. That's where the podcast lives. And I will see y'all tomorrow on live. All the love in my heart to Black women of the 92% and our accomplices. And to everybody else, y'all have the week you voted for. Love y'all.